Savior, Spirit, lead me where my
Hello family, hello family. Here is another talk show. Welcome guys. It's good to be here again. Just sit back and enjoy. This is gonna be a family gist. Enjoy. We're waiting for our guest. Once they're here, we'll start. Love and mercy, washing over all our sins. People sing, Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Who loves music like me? I see a generation rising up to take their place with selfless faith. I see a new revival stirring as they pray and seek. We're on our knees. Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Guess what, guys? My mom and brother, my biological mom and my biological brother will be joining me today for the family gist. When you see my mom, she's not looking her age at all. I took my beauty from her. Okay. Hello once again, family. Here is my mom. Mommy, welcome. Good to have you here. We can see your face.
Okay.
Can you put your camera a bit down? Good. Perfect.
Is it all right?
Welcome,
Thank you. How
mommy.
are you? Good
Like
evening.
kissing you from here.
Happy
Mwah.
Sunday. Happy Sunday to you and everybody. All the
Happy
viewers.
Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hi, family. Hi, guys. See my mommy. Hey, see my beautiful mommy. When you see my brother, you're gonna tell me who looks more like my mom. Please say I'm the one because I want to be. Welcome, mom. Can you just do a
God bless
brief
you.
introduction of yourself?
Okay. I'm Reverend Dr. Bolawa Ijilusi.
Yes.
As you can see it, I'm a minister of God to the core, teacher of the word of the Lord. I'm a retired personnel from Lagos State government. I retired as an evaluator, director of education. I have passion for soul. That is my core calling, bringing lost souls back to God, not writing home over anybody, seeing people from the eyes of God. That is my own calling. Uh, I delve into another thing. I'm a counselor, a physiotherapist, because God is using us to bring therapy to people spiritually, to walk into people's hearts and bring out the best out of the world. That is God in my life. I'm a wife, Reverend Dr. Oladile Jilusi, a mother too, a grandmother, a mother. I have many spiritual children too. So to God be the glory. I'm presenting myself, Reverend Dr. Bolawa Ijilusi, on the show. God bless you.
You're welcome, mommy. We love you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm
God
so
bless you too.
blessed to have you with me. God
Yeah,
bless you, mommy. God
God
bless you,
bless you.
mom.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much for it's a great privilege, and I do not take it for granted at all. I do not take it for granted. Um, just few more minutes would get my handsome brother to join us on the show. He's lost in transit. Don't mind me, I can be very funny. So he's gonna be joining us very soon. My elder brother is gonna be joining us very soon. Just enjoy the music while he joins us. Was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all And yeah, I had a nice Sunday today. My Sunday service was interesting. Trust me, it was. I enjoyed my service in church today. Okay, while we wait for my brother to join us, let's just do a quick one. So the first question is, do not keep stupid friends. All in the name of no one knows tomorrow. They may not allow you to see that tomorrow, so you have to be careful. Mom, what's your view on this?
They will not allow you to see tomorrow, but you have to be careful. That's good. It's true. If you take, for example, the case of Joseph, it's a very good point. He had a dream, he had a vision, and he was supposed to follow the vision to the core. But unfortunately, those around him, his brothers, his blood brothers, would not want it to happen. And they plotted against him. But because he knew who he was, he knew his vision, he knew his dream. Because he believed in himself and he believed in God, he believed he could make it. He walked it through despite all odds. And finally, he saw the tomorrow, even to the detriment of his enemies. They came back finally to see that where they thought he would not be, he got there and even surpassed the place. So you have to work it out yourself. You have to work it out diligently, work it out spiritually, work it out prayerfully. Nobody will help your vision if you don't take it up yourself. That's my submission.
Thank you, Mama. And while you were speaking, my beloved answer, I told you guys, answer is answer. Hey, welcome. Came in, he joined us. Welcome. Must answer. That's my brother there. Please, can you do a quick introduction of yourself? I told them you were lost in transit. How was your journey? Ṣé ọkọ̀ ò jepo?
At all. It wanted to, I just took the next. It wanted to, I took the next available bed. Broke the wings and flew into the studio.
You're welcome.
Thank you, mommy.
Welcome,
Good afternoon.
brother.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. No, it's nice to have you on show. This is your second time coming to my show.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have you. So can you do a quick introduction of yourself? My viewers are watching. They want to know who you are, all the certificates and qualifications, all the gbogbos, the gbogbos.
You can see that as I was joining and I saw that I was able to put my name myself. I just put my name, very simple, so you not come and start saying CCA. So that's why I came with my humble self. So my name is Victor.
We came on a quiet level.
Yes. My intro will be very brief. So Victor is my name. I'm an accountant. And accountant to the Maro. So I've been doing accounting all my life. At a point, I went into risk and control. But currently, I'm back to the finance world. And I work with one of the big insurance companies in the world, in the globe, and as a group finance manager. So I'm also a teacher. I have passion for passing knowledge. I've done lecturing for icon classes, um, the, during physical classes in the past, and learning and classes. That's a brief introduction of who Victor is. And the father of two, the husband of a beautiful wife.
Degba. Hey. Yes, so you're welcome,
Thank you.
brother.
It's good
You are
to
now.
be here.
Collect kiss. Okay, so before you came in, Mom was doing justice to the first instruction. Do not keep with stupid friends all in the name of no one knows tomorrow. So
Sorry,
what's your
I think
view concerning that statement?
Yes, you are sounding echoing. I don't know if it's my part or-
Yeah, I know. I noticed. I don't know. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, hold on. Let's see how I can fix it. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, but not see you.
Yeah, you can hear me. If you can hear me, just continue. Your mic is muted, brother.
Sorry, I said I can hear you, but you are still echoing.
And she's not echoing here.
I will zoom in. Okay, maybe it's from my end. I can't use it to buy. Okay.
Can we continue with the gist, please? If you can hear me, let's just continue. I don't know
I
what's
can
wrong
hear
with the
you.
studio. Yeah, just continue. Yeah, just continue.
I think it's better
your
now.
turn.
It's better
Yeah,
now.
okay, it's
Okay.
better now. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
So it's your turn to talk now. So do not keep stupid friends all in the name of no one knows tomorrow. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Victor?
Well, from that statement, yes, truly, no one knows tomorrow. The nobody today can be somebody tomorrow. But at the same time, they said, you know how the future will look like. You can also know how the future will look like today. There's generally saying that it's on Saturday that we'll know how Sunday is going to be. So the mere fact that you say no one knows tomorrow, does that mean you should be lazy to not sleep? Keep well. No one knows tomorrow. Let me just continue sleeping and waking up. So where I'm going to is that it kind of, or the type of friends you have or that you keep, that definitely you have some friends that you were struggling together today or years back. When I say struggling together, probably you guys were maybe when you were in school. I like to use scenarios to explain or to pass my message. A good example: when I was in the university, I used to have a friend from my 100 level days where we read together. We were very close, and we are still very close today. We read together, you know, write exams together, and we are so close that even when we are writing our exams, we tend to have the same grade and almost the same mark in all our courses. You understand? So
Wow.
while the struggle was going, after the school days, we went to write our professional exams. We went to the same class, studying. As at then, yes, nobody was there. Nobody had car. Nobody was. In fact, he was even still living in his father's house. Then me, I haven't managed to even get one record, one room. So yes, it might not as at that time, as at 10 years, 15 years back, we were not there. And I will not say because as at then he has not made it or is not successful, then I shouldn't be his friend. You get what I'm saying? That shouldn't be his friend. So, but as the struggle was so that kind of a situation, I can say this is my friend who is striving to make it, who is striving to be successful, who is striving to have ways in his career path. So that kind of a person now is a kind of person. But today, every one of us are okay. We have circles of friends. In fact, I think I was even one of the first person that was using a car among us then. And which car was I using then? It was my mom's car, my mom's manual car. That I Hyundai. So I was using my Hyundai.
Mommy,
I
secrets
put,
are coming
Can
up.
you,
I put my
Secrets
phone
are
and
coming
everything.
up.
All these my
Was
friends
she
to see
can
their
aware
you
when
back.
you were
know
using that car? Was she aware?
why
Eh?
not?
Ah,
So it's not
she
a
was aware
secret.
now.
Everybody knew.
So
Everybody in
I'm
the
probably
family knew. He
yes
took
now.
it, I know.
You are now aware.
Because there was another one to use. Because I
Yes
have
now.
another one to use. That was why he took the
You
former
know.
one. So he didn't
Yeah.
deprive
So she
me.
gave me that particular one. I took it. I always take it to. I was using it. That was even my first car. It was my first car. It was a
Yeah,
manual
yeah.
car. The window was manual. The gear was manual. But I was a champion. I missed my friend then. So I should not imagine. I not say, "This is my friend." As at that time, they didn't even have a car. They even come and put their books in my bag. No way. Because of that, I don't want to be their friend. That kind of situation would qualify to say yes. No one knows tomorrow truly. Today, part of us, you have people who already own their house today. You have people who are even using better cars than what I'm using today. After that, I think I've used about 3 cars, different cars. But we have people among us then who were putting their bags in my car and their books in my car. That today they are even using cars that can even buy double of my own car. Do you understand? So in that kind of situation now, yes, we're all friends. But I cannot say because then they were nobody. And just because of that, I don't want to be their friend. You understand? So yes, we should still be friends. As far as I know that we are all struggling together, we are all striving to make it. Then no one knows tomorrow. The tomorrow I can say maybe the tomorrow has come now. Because I'm talking of 10, 15 years back, where
Yeah,
for every one of
yeah.
us are okay. But that being said, that does not mean that I should not have that same 10 years, 15 years back I've said. I've also have friends along my journey that I've seen that these people are just naturally lazy. You understand? Some people are contented with
Lazy. They're not
where
willing,
they
they're
are.
not willing to do nothing.
You
Yeah.
understand? They are not moving. They're not ready to even maybe after their first degree. Maybe their first degree was not even. They didn't even make
And
it.
if you're not careful, they will
Probably
drag
never-
you back.
They just say, well, let me just sit down there. You know, I'm okay. As far as at least I'm living in a free house, my father's house, and I can say one couple. Let me just be there. And they're always there to come and be a pest on your neck. Before you know it, those kind of a friends will keep to maintain them because of the saying that no one knows tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you don't have to. I try not to keep malice with them
Judge
because
people.
I say I don't talk with
Yeah.
them. No, but yes, because if you see we greet, but it doesn't mean that that's our dream has become is different. You understand? So
Yeah.
iron sharpened iron. You should try to keep tap with those kinds of friends that they're going to help you in your career. They're going to you guys have the same dreams and goals, and when the tomorrow comes, you all will be happy.
Yeah.
So that's my
Thank you so much for that.
view. Yeah.
See, for me, what I think about this keeping friends is, I would say choose your friends wisely. Because there's this adage that says, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Choose your
Yeah.
friend wisely. Don't say because um, um, you don't know tomorrow, you don't know what your friend is going to become, you don't know who you're working with is going to become, and then you end up working with just anybody. The truth about it is, some people will drag you down. If you
Yeah.
have a passion, or if you have an aim to go up, if you're not careful, the kind of friends you work with they will drag you down. How will they drag you down? With jealousy. Some friends are jealous, so some friends will drag you, that they'll pull you down. Yeah. And if you work with stupid friends, if you're not careful, you become stupid yourself. You understand? Friendship is not just greetings. Friendship is deeper than just, oh, hi, hi, hi. Not to say you should be their enemy, not to say you should hate
Yeah.
them, not to say you should not greet them. But when it comes to doing things together, you have to select and choose the person you work with. You have to select whom you move with. You
Yeah.
understand?
I agree.
Yeah. So, like for me, I prefer to associate myself with people that think like me, that have higher aspirations than me, people that will lift me up, people that I know that, oh, they are going somewhere, or maybe people that are even doing what I'm supposed to do. I prefer to mix with them, learn from them, grow with them. Of people, they cannot drag you down, they can't drag you down. But when you are working with someone that is already dragged down, not willing to stand up, and you are going up, they're looking at you up. If you're not careful, they'll be dragging you down. They'll be finding ways to make you fall, make you lose that thing you're chasing after. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, stupid friends will always get jealous at your success. They'll always get envious at your success. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Next question is, or next gist is, marrying a lady with children does mean you are a fool. Bang, 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 bang. You know when you're watching movie and that place, it gets to suspense parts. They will say bang, bang. So marrying a lady with children doesn't mean you're a fool. A fool is the biological father that runs away from his responsibility. And I'll go with mommy first. Mommy will take that
Thank you.
discussion first. Yeah.
Thank you. God
First and
bless
foremost,
you.
before mommy even starts, I just want to say something to that part. Marrying a lady with children doesn't mean you're a fool. It's not even about the question of being a fool or not. It's a question, it's not a question of being a fool. It's a question of your choice. So whether you marry or you don't marry a single
Why you don't
mom
follow?
doesn't make, yeah. So mom, over to you.
Thank you. What do we mean by a single mother? That is a lady that is taking care of maybe that is taking care of the child herself alone. And being a single parent is not always a choice. It's not always a choice. In most cases, it's always fate.
Yeah,
Yes,
sometimes.
Some people, yes, some people just find themselves there, and there's nothing they can do. Some might be as a result of assault, disappointment, rape, and or maybe misplaced trust. Might be misplaced trust. It might be as a result of death of the husband,
Or
and that's
divorce.
one way, or divorce. Yes, or divorce, or divorce. So one way or the other, the woman becomes single, and it's not as if it's so easy to be a single mother. It's not a. It's full of challenges. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
full of challenges. And in some parts of the world, Africa in particular, they put stigma on them.
Yeah, stigma.
Yes, as if they are from hell, as if they
Hmm.
belong to Satan, as if because they are sinners. Whereas there are some people out there that have aborted
Hmm.
12, 13 uncountable numbers, and they will still go to the altar and profess they are single.
They are not better than the single ones. Hmm.
They profess they are single, and you see them, oh, she married without but both of all those aborted children, in on the long run, that affects their productivity in marriage. It's not as if um I'm praising single parenthood, but we can't nail them to the cross, because one way or the other, what will be sometimes. Although some become single parents because of carelessness, yes, because of carelessness or whatever. But we can't rule out faith. We can't rule out issues beyond their ability. Yes. So one thing I first want to do before I want to
Even
say
if they were
before,
careless, but as long as they have asked for forgiveness, yeah,
excuse me, please excuse. Yeah, you are
from
correct, my
God.
dear. God bless you. Even if it's true they are sin, one thing I want to first talk before I go into your question is to talk with every single parent or single mother out there that your case is not the worst, that God can still take you up, polish you, and make you be who He has ordained you to be. I want to tell that single parent there that that single mother, that you should not write yourself off. Don't feel it is all. Believe God is still busy in the business of your life to make you who you ought to be. If it is through your own carelessness or whatever, you can still go back to God. First John chapter 1, 9 downward. Say if you confess your sins, then God is faithful. Immediately you receive the forgiveness, keep on moving. You can still be who God has ordained you to be. I've seen many men saying, no, I can't marry any woman that has any child, even one half a child, I can't. And I see some that will not mind it. Because we are not going to leave them. We still have to, they are still part of the society. They are still useful in the society. They are still useful at home. They are still useful as mother. They are useful as wife. So we can pick them up. There is nothing wrong in marrying them. And of course, there are many things. It's not as if I'm forcing, but if perchance one way or the other, you marry a single mother, it's an added value to such person. Because the lady you are marrying has seen a lot. She will have learned for her mistakes. She will have learned for her mistakes. And she will work on that mistake to make the marriage she is to work out. You will see them having enough knowledge to go about the relationship. Where they fail initially, they want to stand right. They want to correct it. They want to avoid it. And any single mother will not go for any marriage because of the excitement. You will not go because of excitement. Oh, this is what, this is a man. Let me quickly go into him. No, she has seen, see, and oh no, ojú ẹ̀ ti rí òkun, ó ti rí ọ̀sà. So going into marriage this time around is not for the excitement, but he's going there to get a home, to make a home. So that is it. If you get to have them, then you will see that she will give you enough space. She will give you enough space to be who you are, helping you, working you, supporting you to be who you ought to be. She has experience of raising a kid. So when she's pregnant, it's not so new. She knows how to go about it. And you can see, especially if the lady is wise enough and the wisdom of God, she will be independent. Not giving the man trauma. You have to be here. She will be independent. She gives you enough chance to expand and expecting you to give her the chance to expand too. So she knows the value of peace. Because you can't just be going into war and war and war. So she knows the value of peace. She works towards that peace, expecting you to give the peace. So by the time you keep on moving, you will see the value that somebody had lost. You will see the goodness that somebody had lost in the lady. Because I know such a lady will be calm, cool, gentle, a bit submissive. I'm not talking of that because she's discarded or seen herself as a taboo. No, but she goes into it with due respect because she's expecting respect. To respect is reciprocal in marriage. So she will respect you the more, even for choosing her. She will respect you the more. Because I keep on thinking, if you as a man or an unmarried boy has a sister that has such a problem, will you say the sister should stay single forever? So if no, then somebody will look for her. Somebody will seek her. Somebody will marry her. And if she's loved, she will return the love more than you expect because she's matured now. If whatever age she goes in, getting into marriage is a step in maturity, both spiritual, physical, marital, psychological, emotional. It gives you, it jacks your maturity up. So even whether she marries, some single mothers don't marry at all. The baby the pregnancy just came. Not that they are in the husband's house, but the experience they pass through is enough to make them mature in the real saying the new marriage they have. Marrying them is
Is the network for my hand or from?
as if you are
Okay.
I think it's from mommy's end. Can you hear me clearly? If you can?
Oh, it's from mom's side. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. That means it's from mom's end. So let's see what we can do to mom's network. Wow, I'm already enjoying mommy's contribution. Like she nailed it. That's those. He was really deep with it. Wow. Once she comes back, can you just pick it up from where she stopped, brother? While we wait for her to come.
Yeah,
You really said
Mama
a
has said
lot
it.
about that part.
She has said it. She has said it.
Being a single
You
mom
know,
is not a disease.
being a single mom
And yeah.
is
And what
is in
okay.
is in two dimensions, or there are two dimensions. Like she has given several examples,
Yeah.
which means Some might be as a result of
Yeah, yeah,
your mistake. Some might be as a result
yeah.
of what one does not plan. Like it's not a mistake, but like rape, for example, or
Yeah,
maybe when
rape,
someone
yeah.
is heartbroken, probably a mistake happened, and before you know, the whoever is responsible, you know,
I think mommy
disappears.
is back.
Okay,
Let me see if she's fully back. I think she's back, but I can't see her face yet.
it's loading.
I don't think she is fully back. Her network is still transmitting, so you can just continue from yeah, continue while she joins us. Like mommy said, she said single parenting, single mom, being a single mom is not a choice, like it's not something anybody wants to be. Well, I think in Africa, yeah, but in this part of the country, yeah, in England,
No, even
I've
Fikayo,
seen
even in
I've
Fikayo, even in Africa,
mm,
even in Nigeria,
mm,
I've seen
mm,
people, ladies
mm, mm.
who
And they don't want to
make it
get
a
married, they
choice.
just want to have
Yes,
children.
yes,
Yeah.
that you like.
Yeah, I met
Yes,
a
end of the
lady
day,
that said the same. She said she
I'll
doesn't want
live
to
my life.
marry, she just wants to get pregnant and have a child.
And I've also seen men,
You
some
understand?
guys will
Those
tell you,
ones, their own is
some guys,
intentional.
some guys will tell you the fear of
Yeah,
marriage, said
yeah.
that how they wish they can just get somebody to just have children
Yes,
for them and
yes. They are
keep
scared of
living their life.
marriage. They are scared of commitment.
So some,
Exactly.
their choices.
Exactly.
Some, it's not a choice.
Mm.
Why?
It's
Because
not
you
a
understand.
choice, yeah.
So now, having said all, and some again, which I also feel is maybe a part we
Mm.
first address first. Some might also be as a yeah, maybe we call it mistake. It might also be as a result of the kind of life such person has lived. Do you understand? Not until the
Mm.
person come to realize that wow, I want to be I want to be broken, like I don't know, I want to
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
realized the kind of life I've lived and I've
Lived,
come out
yeah.
to
I want to turn a
senses.
new leaf.
Yeah,
I
so
want
it's
to
such
do
a person
better. I
now,
want to
which
live
I
a
also
better
feel
life.
is
Yeah.
not yeah, it's not the end of
The
life.
world, yeah.
Once past mistake or fate, like the word fate now. Some people are
Mm.
maybe because God forbid the husband or the father
Left him. Left her,
died,
sorry.
so
Yeah.
many for so many reasons
So
whatsoever.
many
As far as
instances,
the
exactly.
individual is not as he has come to realize that or that I want to settle down and if as
Mm.
a man you you see the virtue you want in a woman in such a
The
lady then
woman. Yeah.
in such a lady a woman so a woman yeah so
You
you
go for it.
yeah you go for it
Not minding whether she's a single mom or not.
do you know how many single men you even have do you know how many men
Yes, now.
how many
They are some of them don't even know they are single men.
why but the other question I want to ask myself is yeah hey okay that one too that that one too they
Yes,
that men
now
don't even
they
know
will
they are single
impregnate
men
a woman and they will
that
not
they didn't
know.
know
The woman
they
will
have
not tell
gone
them
and the woman
that
has given
they have a
back
child for him.
you understand and they
Did
will
they
not know.
die? We did not kill them now. Mommy
Another
is
thing is
back,
that what
Jare. Let's join her back to the
That
to the stream. Okay. You're back, ma. Is your network stable now? Mom?
yeah, the network.
Okay.
So I don't know where
Yeah,
I
we
was caught up.
can
I
you
don't know
continue
where.
from where you stopped?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear Victor. But all I just think is that it depends. It depends on the man. It depends on the man. It depends on how mature that man
Yeah,
is too. Ah, so you don't see it as a stigma.
a
You
matured
don't
man,
see
yeah.
the first a trauma. No, no, even the ladies too. Because if you don't pick yourself up, they will trample you under feet. So just believe that it is not your end. You can still move forward. Believe that something tangible can still come out of your life. Look at the case of
Hi. Mom's network. Oh, it is well. Wow. Okay. While we wait for mom to return and my brother to return also, I think their network is fluctuating. My home view for single mom is anybody can, it can happen to anyone. You understand? Now, some people are they didn't wish to be single moms. They were single moms probably because they were raped, at a younger age, and the person that raped them end up not marrying them or something happened. Or even some people became single mom based on their past what's it called? Their past lifestyle. They've lived the kind of lifestyle in the past that was horrible, that made them get pregnant and have the child. But my point is, as long as you have realized your mistake, you've asked God to forgive you. God has forgiven you. So who is man to not forgive you? As long as God did not call you a waste product, who is man to look at you as a waste product? You're never a waste product. You are never a non-entity. The fact that you had a child out of wedlock, like mommy was saying, was it mommy or my brother was saying? It was saying something like there are lots of women who got pregnant several times before they got married and aborted it. Nobody knew about it. Are they better than a lady who got pregnant once and left her own pregnancy and got pregnant and had the baby? No, they are not. They're just hypocrites covering up for their sins. So if you have a child, don't look at yourself as a bad person. I'm trying to take away this, I'm trying to eradicate this single mom stigma. It's too much, especially in Africa. We need to come to a realization that single moms are human beings also. They have flesh and blood. They are also called. They can be ministers. Yeah, they can preach the gospel. They can do mighty things. I've read of stories of great men of God, great women of God in the world who came out from single moms. They were sons and daughters of single parents. Now, in my book, Beautifully Broken, if you have not bought it, go online, go to Amazon. It's on Amazon, it's on Seller. You can get the book. It is rich in stories and true life stories and wisdom and lots more. In my book, I wrote a story about Jephthah. I mean, many of you know Jephthah in the Bible. Jephthah was born to a prostitute. His mother was a prostitute. Now, Jephthah, despite the fact that he was born to a prostitute, he became a mighty warrior in Gilead, even though he was driven out from his family because of the manner of his conception. My point is, no matter how they born you, whether you are born illegitimately or legitimately, you can become someone great in life. You can do great and mighty things for God. Yeah. Jephthah led the Israelites in battle against Ammon, and in exchange for defeating the Ammonites, he made a vow to God that whatever would come out of the door of his house first, that is what he's going to use to do sacrifice for him. Unfortunately, or let me say fortunately, his daughter was the first person to come out. I know if it is many of us, we would have said, God, no, my daughter, I can't sacrifice my daughter to you. Now, don't get it twisted. In the scripture, the Bible was talking about how Jephthah used his daughter as sacrifice. The sacrifice God was talking about wasn't to go and kill his daughter. In those days, you sacrifice your virgin daughter to God, meaning that the daughter will not get pregnant. The daughter will remain a virgin. She cannot marry. So she will remain a virgin for life and be serving God with her life and with her body. So that was the sacrifice that Jephthah made to God. He was faithful, despite the fact that he was a child from an illegitimate family. Don't let anybody call you a bastard. Don't let any man on earth call your child a bastard. The fact that you gave birth to a child out of wedlock does not make that child a bastard. He is not the one that is illegitimate. It was the relationship of the conception that is illegitimate, not the child. So don't look down on yourself. Don't look down on that child. By the grace of God, I'm working towards eradicating this single parent, single child stigma. We don't need it. Children are heritage from God. Whether they are born to a marriage or they are born outside of marriage, they are heritage from God. And that doesn't make you go and get married out and go and get pregnant out of wedlock. We are talking of people that did not do it intentionally. People that got pregnant out of rape, got pregnant out of faith, like mommy said. Now mommy is back. Mommy is back. So if you read the stories of lots of great men of God, great women of God, and even in this world, forget Bible, in this world, great people, they are majorly, some of them have children from illegitimate parents. That doesn't make them a non-entity. That doesn't make them a bad person. So getting married to a single mom is not a disease. It's even an added advantage to you, like Mommy was saying. I'll bring her back to the stream.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's the
Sorry
truth.
about your
And
network.
it is okay. So like I rightly said, it's not as if I'm professing that it is good to just go and be getting pregnant anyhow. Perchance it came that way. Accept it, work on it, take care of the child. But I want to advise the single mothers too. You don't throw away the baby with the bath water. You understand?
Yeah.
Let your love be attached to the baby.
Yeah.
But don't put the love above your husband. It really matters. It breaks homes. Even the children you give back to, you marry the father and you give back to. If you shift all your love to the children, neglecting the father, the husband will always feel neglect. They always feel they always like to be cared for. They like to be catered for. They like to see you loving them, treating them like your door. You understand? So don't place your children above your marriage. You and your husband comes first. So let everybody be for our own position in that marriage and in your heart. You have to play that part. You have to play that part so that you don't jeopardize things. And any child from a marriage, if you watch them very well, if you take care of them very well, you will see them becoming better person in the future. Even they can be the pillar. Yes, they can be the pillar of the home. So give them everything they need: the love, the care, the attention, the prayer, the spiritual guidance. Help them to see their vision and walk through the vision. But by the time you do that, you have rest of mind. Please, they don't let any child that's given birth to in such a way see him or herself as a castaway, as a castaway. No, see yourself as the inheritance of God. See yourself as somebody that God loves. See yourself that somebody sent to this world for a particular thing, and you must work towards achieving such a thing. In any context, when we condemn Solomon from being king after David, you say, after all, the mother, that is God. And Solomon knew why it should be. So that is what, just know who you are. Please know who you are. Walk in that reality and let God work. By the time you come out brighter than you entered. It is not your fault that your mother or your father did not accept you, that your mother was raped. It is not your own fault. You have come to this world. Make sure you achieve your purpose for coming. And I pray for as many that are in that situation today. Let heaven open to you. Let your eyes be opened. Let your vision be cleared. Enter into purpose in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, mommy. Everyone has a
Yeah.
purpose on earth. Whether you are a single parent, whether you are a virgin, you have a purpose on earth. Stick to that purpose of God. In my book, in a chapter, I wrote about the story of Solomon, like mommy said. In the Bible, on the whole of the Bible, I did not see anybody that they classified as the wisest apart from Solomon. And yet it was a child, it was an illegitimate child. A child from an illegitimate parent. So don't see yourself as a cast out. Don't see yourself as someone that cannot achieve something. Forget about the low self-esteem. Stand up, carry your shoulder high, and move into to do something way to thrive. Yeah, my brother is here. Do you have any other thing to say to that, brother? Before we move to the
No,
next
no.
topic.
Mama she has tried it all, and I also made my
Said
own input
everything.
too
Okay.
while she was away. So
Okay.
I think,
Yeah, yeah. All right. So,
sorry, my network.
question three.
Had so I got it fixed now.
Oh, sorry about that. Question three. When you care too much, you'll be treated as a fool. Because they think you can't live without them. What's your view,
So
brother? I'll
come
start
again.
with you.
Then when you do what?
When you care too much for someone, they'll begin to think you're a fool. They'll be taking you as a fool
Well,
because they think you can't live without them. What do you
no, I
have to
think
say
it's
about that?
a no, I think it's a two-edged sword. It's a two-edged. It's not a one way.
Is it too yeah. No, basically, what I notice is it's not about when you care too much. Yeah, some people take your care for granted. Yes, I notice some people when you care too much,
Conclusion.
oh,
It's not a crime. You only care for somebody who you love now.
yeah. But is there anything like caring too much? I don't think there's anything like caring too
Hello,
much.
Fikayo.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
So I said caring for someone is not a crime now. You know, it's only it's only if you are caring for the wrong person. If you care for the wrong person, some people are gold diggers.
Mm.
Yeah, some people are gold diggers. Some people take advantage of you when they see that this person.
Yeah, they take
Once it's
advantage of
whereby
your
somebody is
caring
caring
nature.
for that person, and the person is trying to, you can give up his all. You know, it's not somebody who you love, and you are giving him your this. I want this. And you give the person, and behind you that guy is my guy now. That if I tell him that I need this thing, I will give me. He likes me, or he will give it to me. So
Mm.
it's only if you care for a wrong person that that the person could take you to be a fool. So, but aside that, you only care for some. You cannot care for who you don't love. You understand? You cannot care for
Mm.
who you don't love. Why it's always better to to when God give us the grace to know who really is our friend or who truly love us.
Yeah.
You know, many
So that
people
means we
walk
have to be
around
careful with those that we are caring for.
aside from not careful to those that it's not the care that is the problem now. That's what I'm going at. It is those people who you
Yeah.
say you love or those people you think they
Love.
love you that you should be careful. That is the
Mm.
first thing before you even talk about care. Automatically, if you love somebody, you will care for the person. You have no choice.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
comes naturally.
It works
But
hand in hand.
yes, if you, there's no way you can say you love somebody and you don't care for the person. It's not possible. You understand? So the first thing is being able to identify who you love and who loves you in return. You get that is the first thing. That is why there's a
That's right.
general saying or an adage that says every lizard works with their tummy, their flat tummy,
On the
but nobody
floor.
knows how many of the lizard actually have is feeling the tummy ache. So human beings, so many humans look very beautiful and handsome on the face, and inside of them they are devil, they are evil.
Hmm.
You understand? So the first thing is who we say we call our friend, who we say we love. You don't really love us the same way we do. If I am your friend, are you my friend? If
Yeah,
I'm taking
yeah.
you to be my friend, are you also taking me to be your friend? So if I'm able to do that, then it's not a crime to care. It's natural. You just care. You just that you care for each other. You understand? You care for each other. if both of you are friends and you really like each other, you this life is not rosy or true. It's full of it's ups
Yeah.
and downs. There are times where you have XX, you're so buoyant. There are times when you will not have much or you'll be broke. You should be able to have a kind of friend that I call Alpha, Sam, Alpha this, Fikayo. I'm broke or I have these challenges. Oh. So there are times you have challenges and you should be able to call your friend or somebody or who you say you love that this is what I'm passing through. What do you feel? If it's financial, if he has, you should be able to say, I have this or I don't have. Don't worry, let me contact. I can make this arrangement, you know. Or you are down, you talk to me, and you're able to give you genuine advice, genuine opinion. You understand? Because there are times you need shoulders, you need people to talk to to give you ideas or so you're able to talk to you with sincerity,
So
not
it's
to
it is a
advise.
it is a matter of who you're caring for.
Yeah.
It is a
So
matter
to
of who
advise
you're
you,
caring for.
yeah, like I was watching a film this afternoon, watching a program, and in the program I just got into in between a clip. The guy was
Yeah.
giving his fiancée attitude. And the point to his fiancée that he wasn't interested again. The lady tried everything to satisfy him, tried everything to,
Mm-hmm.
everything the guy wants. She's ready
To give
to
him.
give to the guy. But the guy was just reacting and saying, just go away, this and that. Just can't you read? To cut the long story short, and I saw that clip again where the guy now came back to the girl and was begging that he was sorry, wanted to come back, wanted to marry her, this and that. And lady was angry that after everything I did for you, after the care I showed to you, you still did this to me. Now I've moved and I'm coming back to say this, that. The guy now had to open up to say it was not his fault. It was one of his friends that actually advised him against his fiancé.
Against that one.
Not even know that that same friend likes the fiancé and wants to have something to do with the fiancé. So he tried to
Can you imagine?
discourage. So where I'm putting that now, his so-called friend is appearing to be giving him candid advice as if he cares for him, as if he cares for his marital life that
Or he's
bad.
just pretending.
But was pretending, not only he has his own game plan. And the
Hidden
same way too,
agenda.
with the agenda. You understand? So the best thing is for us as human to first of all, just like we started, your friend, know the kind of friends you have. Are they the people you call your friend? Are they your friend? Are you their friend also? You understand?
Yeah.
Then don't just fall in love. Say, this person, I love this person. I want this person, my friend. No, take your time. You know, I've seen somebody who appears to be a very good friend when we first met, and within few months, like 2 3 months, the guy did something. I was like, wow, can an human behave like this? How to quickly draw, how to quickly withdraw. So you need to be careful. You don't rush to see this is my friend, this is my friend. I care for, I give you. If you end up doing that, that's why most time people get when they are disappointed, they get it really gets to them. It gets to them like
Yeah.
gets so
Don't
odd.
trust too much. Don't
Even
trust
not
too deep.
even if you trust you somebody who you love, be sure that this
Even the person
person
you
loves
love can break your heart
there's no way you cannot do
sometimes.
without trust. There's no way you say you cannot trust somebody. You at least the person you get married to, or your husband or your wife, for the fact that both of you sleep beside each other and you sleep off
Yeah, there's a
to wake
level
up
of
in the morning.
trust.
It's trust now. The person can wake up in the morning and stab you now.
You're
So
right.
it's still a level, you understand? So just that don't trust anyhow. I
Exactly.
have
Yeah.
there's some people that you can say this person you get to a level before you can say I trust this person for this thing. You understand? If you get to a level, you can say this person no. If this person does this thing, definitely he did it or he does it. But this person say he does this thing, you first
You're right.
and that before you get to that level, you can't just wake up one day and say, this person, I trust the person. It's a process. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a process for you to
Yeah.
get to a particular level and say, this person, I trust him, or I love this person. So when you get to that level, you can say, okay, you care is just normal. Naturally, you just see that. In fact, the things you are doing that somebody will call care to you, doing it, you will not even know if you are caring for the person. It's just the love you have, and I just do it naturally.
Of the person.
If you go to a store to buy a wristwatch and you end up seeing that this wristwatch is beautiful and you bought two for yourself and a friend of yours or for your husband, it's care now. Meanwhile, you didn't see that you're caring for the person. It's just natural. It's the natural you, and it will come naturally. So I think I've tried.
All right. Thank you so much, your brother. That was wonderful. Mommy,
Yeah.
can care be too much? Is it possible to care too much for someone? And should we be
I don't.
careful about how we care too much? Do you think if we care too much, we can be treated as a fool?
Anyway, when we say care, care means God, because God cares for us, even while we are sinners. He sent Jesus to die for us. So we can't say care is too much. Because before you care, you must love the person. Before you care, there must be something that drives you within you to care for that person. So, no, it can't be too much. It's only there are some people that take your caring
Care
for granted.
granted.
Yes, some people take it for granted. They may say, don't mind her. It's because of what she wants to get from me. It's because of what she thinks I will do. It's because of the type of person she feels or he feels I am. So there are some people like that feel that when you care for them, it has a hidden agenda. But apart from that, there is nothing wrong in caring and caring and caring again. But perchance you are doing it for somebody that does not appreciate. Because you might be unlucky to even care for those or for one that will hurt you. So in that
Despite the
aspect,
care.
yes, you might be caring and the person will see it as another thing, take it to another level. So in that aspect, then you have to, balance it. Balance, don't withdraw the care per se, because some people are just acting foolishly. They act foolishly. They fight against the person that will help them. They fight against the person that will help them.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So you that you are in Christ, you have to just look inward. So when you care and the person
That's
is repaying you with one other way, you don't have to withdraw it completely. Just be coming in once in a while until the person's eyes will open that, oh, so this person is doing me good. So don't withdraw care. It can't be too much. Be careful and watch the response of whoever you are doing it for, because some people might take it for granted. Some might be annoyed with you. Some might feel you want something from them. And some might even now turn themselves to be an indolent. They will just relax there so that you'll be running helter-skelter. After all, somebody is there to
That's
care.
right.
Yes,
care.
so when you are caring, you must be careful as well, so that you don't breed indolence. God does not want that. That was why God said, go to the ants, you sluggard, learn their ways and be wise. So you should be
That's
careful
right.
when you are caring. Care for those that actually needs the care. Pour it on them to the brim until you make them to stand up, until you help them to realize where they are, until you help them to be who they ought to be, until you take them out of the trauma. Care goes a long way. When we talk about care, it goes a long, it has various ways you can care. It can be, that is in medicine, caring is one of it. So that you let the person see him or herself as a human being, as somebody God has created, as somebody that should be loved, as somebody. Everybody needs to be cared for. We all need it one way or the other in our life journey. We all need it. But if you are unlucky to be with somebody that will just take your care and not give back, or takes your care and take it for granted, no, sometimes it becomes devastating. It becomes burdensome. Sometimes you feel disappointed. But in it all, just know that it's still good to care. It's still good to care. But make sure your caring does not breed indolence, does not breed laziness in such person, does not turn the person to be stupid, that cannot just think or reason him or herself again. So your caring must be with caution. May God help us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, now let's go to the next
Yeah.
one. If you want to go far in life, train your heart to accept disappointments, even if it comes from those you trusted. Every disappointment
No,
is a blessing.
Fikayo,
Yeah.
please come again. I didn't hear that
Mm.
clearly.
Okay, if you want to go far in life, train
Okay.
your heart to accept disappointments, even
Okay.
if it comes from those you trusted, because every
Mm-hmm.
disappointment is a blessing. Over to you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So disappointment is a normal thing, like it's a usual thing. Everyone has gone through disappointment one way or the other in their lives. So how can we
Yeah.
train our heart to accept disappointment?
Okay.
I think one of my source or my strength in quickly accepting disappointment and moving on. One of the players source or where I learned that from is from mommy. So I observed as I was growing up that most time when anything happens, she easily accept that has happened and think of what's the next thing. What do we do next? You know.
It's
So
very
over
good.
time, yeah. So yes. So because of I also because of my own personal experience too, I've been able to build myself to I'm able to train myself when I get disappointed. Yes, there's some disappointment that might take you time to
To come out
overcome,
of.
to come out of it. It might take time for you to be
That's
healed of it. But each time it comes, just say, well, that doesn't mean I would. It's not the end of life.
I'll give.
It doesn't mean you commit
Yeah,
suicide. But way forward is the next. I've trained myself in such a way
is what you should do.
that in my car and it's looking like it wants to break down, I'll keep telling myself, if you break down, I'll not carry the car on my head. If you break down, what is the next? How will I live?
To go and
So
repair it now.
yes. So over time, friends have disappointed you. Many of us didn't end up getting married to the first. I don't let me say many, quite a number. They have
Are you trying to say that some people got married to someone that would disappoint them or something? Is that what you meant?
not end up getting married
Or they got married and they're disappointed with what they got
to
in the marriage?
the
Okay,
first person
your
you ever
network
fall in
is breaking.
love with.
So basically, disappointment is a normal thing in life. It comes, but how do you hold yourself together when you're disappointed? Do you let that disappointment take the better of you, or do you work on it? Do you stand up and move on with your life? So how you handle disappointment is very important, especially to your mental health. So yeah, disappointment will always come, but when it comes, embrace God, embrace your passion, get busy doing something for God, get busy doing what you love doing, go out, go to the gym, you know, put nice makeups on and smile. The devil wants you to cry. Do the opposite of what the devil wants you to do. Yeah, that's what I can say about getting disappointed, disappointment, and the disappointment and all that. The next one is a friend who becomes an enemy after a little misunderstanding has been an enemy all along. You know those kind of friends that they have enemy and they want you to be the enemy to your to their enemies. I don't know where that comes from, but me, if you are my friend, you're fighting with somebody else, please do the fighting on your own. Don't drag me into your fights. The other person has not offended me. Why would you tell me to join you to fight with the other person? It doesn't make sense. I don't know who does this, but please, if you cannot bear me speaking with your enemy, block me, unfriend me. It's not a crime. So those friends that comes to say, "Oh, I'm not talking to so person. Don't talk to so person also because we are friends." I don't know where they got their inspiration from. I don't know the color of their problem. It cannot work with me. It doesn't make sense. Abi brother, what do you say? Friends, friends
Yeah.
that fight with another friend and then comes to meet you and say, don't talk with this person I'm not talking to. And I said, in that kind of case, if I'm the one, if you are fighting with somebody, and you don't want me to talk to that person again, as long as the person has not offended me, please offend me. You understand? Let that friend offend me because there's no way you can drag me to your hatred. I'm not an hater. I can't hate another person that has not offended me.
That doesn't make sense now.
Yeah, it does. But people do it. They do it a
Because I'm
lot.
fighting, because I have an issue with somebody, I don't want the next person to talk to the person again.
Yeah.
No, people do it, but I think it's also part of
You will now form
immaturity.
enemy clique.
It's part of immaturity. Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense. I might have my personal
It
issues
doesn't
with
make
you. It
sense.
doesn't mean everybody must have that same issue with you. So
Yeah,
for me, it's
yeah.
immaturity. It doesn't make sense.
Especially when the person has not done anything wrong to
It's
you.
well, and well, I'm not a pastor, sharp. I don't think it's also biblical. Number one, it's not even biblical to even keep malice or be to fight somebody. Sometimes will say, I'm
No,
not
it's not.
fighting you. I'm not looking for people to come and join me again to fight that person.
To join you
So
to go
I
to
don't.
hellfire.
So
It's like saying, I'm going to hell. Please join me. Let's go
come
together.
and join me.
Please go
Let's go
your hell
together.
alone and leave me alone to be in my heaven. To go
Hmm.
to my heaven. So yeah, the next one is if nobody is mocking or criticizing you, it means you are a nobody. Hmm. No one throws stones at a fruitless tree. Continue to be fruitful. So if no one is mocking or criticizing you, do you think criticism is a normal like is normal to life? Like, do you think it's a normal thing? Do you think it's something that should happen to man? I used to have this mentality that I don't want to be criticized. Like, I don't want to be criticized. I don't want to be, I used to have that mentality. But do you actually think that criticism is part of life and criticism is not a bad thing? You know, what's your view on that?
Well, one way or the other, people will criticize you, but it doesn't mean that
And
people
there
must
are two
criticize you.
types of criticism: positive and negative criticism. When you
Mm.
criticize constructively and when you criticize unconstructively.
So you've answered the question now. The constructive criticism is very good because if we don't, it, when constructive criticism is like a feedback, even in
Yeah.
the finance world, there's where we prepare our budgets. That's like a plan. You understand? And along the line, when you are actualizing your transaction, your processes, there should be a time when you try to check your plan as against your actual performance to now say, okay, where did I go wrong? Where did I do things right? Where did I do things right? What can I do to make it better? So reasons like from what you said, the constructive one is like it's like a review, a positive review of yourself and getting feedback like this thing you are doing now doesn't make sense. This is what you should have done. So this kind of one is good for you to check your life and come up with other ways of come up with the corrective measure to where you have been criticized. While the other part is done by people who just naturally hate you. Anything you do, whether good or bad, they will just say, you just don't know how to do it. And some is out of beefing. Some people are not happy seeing you succeed or seeing you achieving. And when you achieve, you say, don't mind him. He doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to walk. He doesn't know how to do that. Those ones, you just ignore them. That's the noise of the market. You go into a market, there's none of your business. Just go straight to where you want to get your stuffs and move out. So when they criticize you in a negative way, it's just for you to abandon them. So somehow, you cannot do without being criticized, whether constructive or the other way. So it's just there for you to sieve the critics and make use of what will make your life better.
Learn from it and just move forward.
Yeah, learn from it and
Yeah,
move on.
that's true.
No matter what, you
Then it's
just
not even everything that you listen to self. There are some
yeah,
things that will make you sad. Just ignore.
yeah, you just ignore
Yeah,
it.
very true. Yeah, mommy, I just want you to talk about when you find out that no one is correcting you. Don't think you are perfect. You are just beyond repair. What's
Mm.
your yeah,
Yes,
what's
it's
your
true. It's true. If you're happy nobody is correcting you, whether you are old or young, you are on your own. You are on your own. And there are some people out there, they don't like to be corrected.
of
They
course.
don't like to be corrected. And when you are being corrected, no, it is good. Like I always tell people that are around me, I said, please don't leave me to my fate. When you see me doing it wrong, just tell me. Just tell me. And I always like to take to correction. It's good. It helps. It develops you. It gives you insight because you can't see yourself. You can't see all about yourself. So some people take it and they pick it up and they fight with you. They tell me to be criticism as you just concluded now. If you are cool-headed, when you are corrected, even if it is that you are right and you are corrected, you can easily just tell the person that no, you are making a mistake. This was my point, or this is why I did it that way. You understand? You can still come out to tell the person why
Yeah,
you did it that way if you are
that way.
misconstrued. What might be somebody might just there might be misconception there. But if you actually did it wrong and you don't want to be corrected, on the long run, people can give up on you, and that person will be going towards destruction. And that was what happened to the Israelites. God he complained about them in the book of Hebrews. Paul wrote, he said that because they were stiff-necked, he said God gave them to their reprobate mind. And what happened? They did not enter into their rest. That is why many people do not
Yes,
make
so
it out. That is why some people don't make it in life. That is why some people enter into ditch. That is why some people fail totally, woefully. That is why some people don't see people around them who can come up to say let's do it this way to advise again because they are not ready to listen. So they won't even advise them, either good or bad, they won't.
some
And
people
when they are
yeah,
doing
some
it
people are
wrong,
older
they
than
will say,
correction.
oh, it is okay, you are doing it right, even when they know it is wrong. So it is better if God could give up on people, on stiff-necked people. So who are we? If you know that the person you are advising will not yield, you can leave the person. But I just want to advise us, when you hear people advising you, let us listen. Either whatever thing, listen first, think twice. You might get something out of that advice to keep you moving. You can't live alone, you can't live in isolation. That's my submission.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Life is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. Attitude is everything in life. Can we all get attitude? By we can also get attitude by praying for it. You can ask for it. You can desire it.
Please
Good
excuse me,
attitude.
Fikayo, can I talk on that disappointment, please? This thing went off just few minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Yes. Disappointment is part of our life. Please, let us take it. Anybody can disappoint you. Even the one you labored more for can disappoint you. Your child can disappoint you. Your father, your mother, anybody, your friend, your spouse, even your pastor can disappoint. Your prayer partner. Sometimes some people even think God disappointed them because when they pray that God did not answer the way they wanted it. But I want us to know that disappointment makes part of our lives. It garnishes our lives. It jars you up. It makes you know that you can not trust on people. It makes you know that you have to trust in God and in yourself. Be expecting it
Yes.
anytime, so that when it comes, it
That's
doesn't catches you unaware. So when you see anybody disappointing, you see that person as a human being that can err.
of course.
Anytime you are disappointed, see the person that disappoints you from the perspective of human being, and that person is behaving carnally, and that the person is not as at the time he or she did that thing in the spirit. And so when you are not in the spirit, you behave in the flesh. And so when it comes up, don't take it up. Don't let it trigger your anger. Don't let it trigger your emotion to the extent that you say, oh, you develop bitterness, you develop malice, you pack up. No, but see it as a stepping stone to a better tomorrow. See that disappointment as what will make you to look inward into yourself. Where have I missed it that this thing comes up? Or you look into that person, that what he or she sees that he disappointed me this way. But one thing I want us to know is all our trust must be put in God. When you put your trust in God, when man disappoints, you will quickly go back to God, turn to him who never disappoints. His words is yea and amen. So please, disappointment should not make you to be who God has not ordained you to be. Disappointment should not change your good character. Disappointment should not make you to cease to be the child of God you ought to be. Let disappointment garnish your life, garnish the journey, and keep you moving. I
That's right.
pray the Lord will help us in Jesus' name.
That's right. Thank you so much, Mama. You are
You are
loved.
welcome.
You're
I love
loved.
you.
You're loved. You.
God bless
I
you.
love you, Ma.
God bless you,
So
my
I think
daughter.
we'll just be ending the talk show today
Okay.
at this point. And I want to encourage all my viewers, please, if you are yet to buy this book, it is rich. Oh, I turned it upside down. Beautifully Broken is a very beautiful book. It's on Amazon and Seller. You can get it for any price. Okay, not any price. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Seller. They can deliver it to you. Soft copies available. Hard copies available. Get this book. If you're a single mom, get this book. If you're broken, get this book. God bless you. And if your view, I can see 5 viewers. They came online, they watched us live. God bless you. Thank you for viewing this talk show. Sincerely, I love you guys. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. Why am I hearing my voice? All right, we are going to end the talk show now since my voice is coming back to me.
Okay, God bless you.
Mommy,
But
can you hear my
please,
voice?
I can hear your voice. I can hear you. I can
No,
hear
like,
you.
can you hear the repetition?
I can hear you, and it's not echoing.
Oh, it's not echoing, so I think it's just fine
No,
then.
I can
Yeah,
hear
so
you.
please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it. God bless you. See you guys later. Mom, what do you have to say to our viewers?
Bye. So I want to say bye bye, and I want to tell you,
Bye.
if you are broken, ask God to mold you. Don't stand at the stage of brokenness, but go into the stage
Yes,
of moldness. So say, God, break me and mold me. So you should be
of
perfectly
course.
molded to the desire of God and to what God has ordained you to be. You shall come out as a fine silver. Have a wonderful time. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.